Tennessee's special legislative session in Nashville ended with the passage of a major COVID-19 liability shield bill. The measure passed with bipartisan support. What does this mean? Kaylin Cluck spoke with some local lawmakers today about the impact this legislation could have on businesses and schools.
Well, Josh, the lawmakers I spoke to call this legislation a win for business owners trying to get back on their feet amid the pandemic. It could also help protect schools if they resume in-person learning.
From businesses to healthcare providers to schools, lawmakers say the newly passed Tennessee Recovery and Safe Harbor Act helps protect them all.
Because businesses across the state were basically saying, hey, help us, we want to come back, and we're taking precautions, but we need a safeguard that we're not going to get sued in a frivolous lawsuit.
Those lawsuits might involve someone suing an organization for loss, damage, injury, or death related to COVID-19. Anyone suing would need clear and convincing evidence that this was caused by gross negligence or willful misconduct. So organizations with policies in place meant to prevent the spread of COVID-19 would be protected.
This is going to be a way to limit liability on the businesses who have done it the right way and have called for masks and called for social distancing.
Lawmakers say the act will be especially helpful in safeguarding schools as they attempt to bring students back amid the pandemic.
That's going to help us get these school buildings open more quickly.
Most of us all agree that the best thing is for kids to be back in school in the most safe way possible. And I think they can do that, but they don't need this cloud of fear hanging over their heads.
Washington County Director of Schools, Dr. Bill Flannery, said he hadn't yet read the bill passed on Wednesday, but it shouldn't have too much of an impact when deciding to bring kids back to classrooms or not.
I'll say that I'm glad for whatever protection that we are afforded by the legislation, and we're going to have school regardless. We want to do it safely, and this legislation will not sway that decision. We need social distancing and masks a lot worse than we need new legislation.
The bill that passed protects against legal claims made from August 3rd onwards. Governor Lee is expected to sign it into law soon. Live in Kingsport, Kaylin Cluck, News Channel 11.